Hi and welcome to the channel. My name's Sunshine and I know I sound down right now. Allergies have been really messing me up. It's been since September since I did a long form video, and I think the reason behind that was like I've been feeling very stressed out, weird, pretty much my anxiety levels have reached maximum capacity. A lot of changes in my life, other women's lives, just a whole like cacophony of bullshit. And look, this is the nail set that I did yesterday. I didn't even film it. Like, I don't know, is this like depression or is this like fear? I don't, you know that feeling like you want to go home? Have you ever had this feeling? And it's not like home where mom and dad or grandmom and grandpa was. It's like a place that doesn't exist, but you know you once belonged to. That's the feeling I've been having. Like, I want to legit go to hell home. I want to go home. I'm done. I want to go home. I don't belong here. You know what I mean? Like, I feel off and weird. And I've been feeling like that probably since my best friend's wedding, even prior to that. And I've been doing like short form videos, just trying to still be here. But I don't know. I'm making this video because I have a lot to say. I'm very upset. I'm very worried. I'm concerned. Look, I got a bottle of cheap ass wine, and I guess I'm gonna load a whole bunch of stuff onto you, and if you resonate with me, then I feel like I'm doing something good. This is not the set that we're doing. I'm gonna do something. I want to do an industrial nail set. Now, I got the idea from the Kokoist YouTube channel, right? I love them. And there is a detailed video on how to do this design. And of course, I've got it off of her. And of course, I can't remember her name, but I know that she is on Kokoist, the Kokoist Japan, not the American YouTube channel, and you can find it there. But I'm going to do like a whole set, not just like one nail kind of a thing. And I'm just going to load my emotional baggage onto you. And if you want to stay here for that, then surely thank you. The other thing I want to say is we're going to talk about a lot of women's rights. We're going to talk about men. Dude, like, and the stupidity of and the craziness of what's going on in the world right now. And I kind of just want to put myself in a place where maybe other people be like, yeah, I feel the same way. What the frick is going on? And if you want to see a nail design, I'm probably not going to tell you everything. I'll do the whole nail design, and you can watch what I'm doing or whatever. But the main thing is I wanted to talk to somebody, anybody that isn't a man. So let's get into it. All right, so I'm just Wednesday morning at 3 a.m. I woke up and I felt this horrible pit in my stomach. My husband had already told me to take off from subbing, so I knew that I didn't have that to worry about. You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't a big deal. And you know, I'm just sitting, I'm sitting there, and I couldn't go back to sleep. I was feeling like, you know, pangs of anxiety and a lot of just emptiness. Like I felt empty, and I just sat there and I kept going on to, news channels, whatever I possibly could to find information about what was going on about the election. And, not a whole lot was going on, you know what I mean? Like I just sat there. And I watched some nail videos and eventually fell back asleep, only to wake up to find out, the horrible realization that every goddamn right that our people, our ancestors, our grandmothers, our great-grandmothers fought for. If you're wondering, like, your great-grandma... Okay, first of all, let me explain something to you. My great-grandmother is from Carlisle, Pennsylvania, and we still own the mountain, and we were part of the Underground Railroad, and my great-grandmother was a midwife. Okay? So, there's a whole lot of feelings that I'm having right now, and maybe that's because, there's a lot of things passed down through genetics, probably feelings that I'm feeling right now about what's going on in the world. Oh my Lord, what the frick? Don't judge me. It's a plastic cup, it's a cheap ass Pinot Noir, and here we are. If you have it, you should be drinking too. Like, I do not drink right now. What the living shit? I'm running out of time now because my daughter called, and she lives in Philly, and she's pretty upset. Like, she was at the Kamala Harris rally, you know what I mean, before the election, and things were so hopeful, and now she's just feeling like the sadness of it all. And if you're not feeling like the sadness of it all, well, girl, it hasn't hit you yet. If you're a chick and you have fallopian tubes and a uterus, eventually you're going to feel the pain of this election, regardless of anything. Regardless, what has happened to us as a female generation, going back, Roe versus Wade, is just appalling. This is appalling. And if it truly does happen, and I'm hopeful, this can't be true. This can't be flipping true. Jesus Christ. I feel like I'm insane. So, girls, if you're my age and you're a Gen Xer, you had the privilege of being able, right, to take care of your business. Not just, a mistake or a health issue or whatever, right? But you also had the privilege of having, say, you had precancerous cells, right, in your uterus, and you went and you had to have a DNC, and it took care of your precancerous cells, and then you didn't get cancer. Well, that's not a thing anymore. You can't get that. I'm sorry, you can't. That is out of the question, because DNC falls in the line with abortion. So, funny thing, let's say you have an ectopic pregnancy, and the pregnancy isn't viable, and you need to have something surgically removed. It's not a viable pregnancy. It's ectopic. How do people think that a baby is going to come from that? I don't know, but what do? We do just wait for our death? I know, yeah. A beautiful young girl, right? She was pregnant, and the baby died. And she went to the doctor. This is in Texas. She went to the doctor 3 times. 3 times they turned her away because they don't want to lose their privilege of being a doctor, and they have the fear and the rules are not clearly stated. Well, she died of sepsis, along with the baby, of course. So, I mean, we have a lot to think about, and now it's a question of I don't know, there's a lot of weird claims going around, like birth control, like Plan B, all of that. Is that out of the question now? Like, are we allowed to even have birth control? Like, and there's also hints going around about, like, if you've had an abortion, supposedly, according to Vance, you're supposed to be put into a database. Goes in a database, and then you'll be arrested. Is that true? Because if that's true, that's fucking insane. So, like, all of you are in danger. I'm 50. You know what I mean? But I'm worried about younger women. You know, and what do we do? Like, it didn't matter when I was growing up. You could be wearing a flannel and jeans and shit, your ass could still get raped. So the bigotry and the racism and the sexism has played into the favor of people who make a lot of money, and those of you who did not vote for women's rights and immigrant rights, well, you essentially have screwed yourself. You screwed yourself. I don't even know what the hell to say to you now. Project 2025, that's fun. Big ass book of the agenda that is being enacted and has started immediately after his presidency. You should take a good look at that. It's basically the size of a Bible, which you might not be able to read in the next couple of months. The Bible, not Act 2025. So I'm going to put some things into perspective for you. If you are a very religious person, you might want to hold your ears. But let's say, right, that you're Catholic and you've done all the perfect things, like your kids are in Catholic school, you go to your little abortion, protest. You feel me? You're a perfect Christian, right? I'm a substitute teacher, and just for saying this, let me bring you out again, I could be fired. But it's just important to me that I use this platform to say something. Now, look, I really genuinely, I know that, my now videos aren't all that or what have you. Those of you that do come here and see my videos know that I am no fuss, no muss. Show you how I do things, show you what I learned, and I'm going to use this as a way to vent out my feelings and to show you that things are not okay. Don't you feel like things are not okay? They're not right. They feel weird. Like, don't you want to go home too? Where's home? I have no idea. But this is not it. Like, shit is getting scary and shit is getting real, especially for us women. So, I don't necessarily know what the answers are because right now you don't even have a voice. We don't have a voice. So, like, everything that you learned, if you are between 40 and 50 years old and older, it has gone right out the window. And everything that your great grandmother did, your mother did, every single thing is gone now. Everything they worked for, it is gone. So that means that your younger generation is going to have to do something about it. That means more yelling, more protesting, and more fighting. When we really didn't need to, because we basically got all of our needs, not all of them, but most of them. Yeah. And that just means, everything that we had worked for, we have totally gone backwards in time. Backwards, not forwards, backwards. Which, you know what, man? That shit is sad. It's sad. It's not cool. It's just not cool. Like, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. Like, I want everybody to be safe. Maybe I don't know. Maybe there's women out there who literally want to be a baby machine and nothing else. Maybe that's what they want. Like, maybe that's their dream. I do know my best friend has been hoping to do hormone therapy, right? So that she can have a baby. But apparently that's out of the question too now. So I really don't have much advice. I am older and, I am menopausal, so like I'm not going to have children, That's just not a thing for me now. But my child, I'm worried about because God forbid something happens. And, it is in my blood. It is a part of my history. My great grandmother was a midwife. And I guess, who am I to stop a tradition? What the hell? Like, everything has gone backwards. Everything is backwards. Everything is backwards. And I don't know what to say. I'm hurting. Like, my whole soul is hurting. I do know that in South Korea, they have that 4B thing. You need to look that up because, that's the kind of thing that I think is what's up. And I don't know. I think it is an option. That is legit an option. And you know what? If you want to go celibate or you want to explore, I don't know, lesbianism or find your way to, I don't know, a mountain and completely for the next couple of years hide out, Seriously. No one would blame you. Now is the time to be thinking about what you want to do with your life, right? And that can be a pretty, like, it can be a scary thing. So, do you want to be childless because you're afraid that maybe something might go wrong with the pregnancy and you might die because the pregnancy goes wrong? You know, you could be diabetic like me and everything could go wrong. I got lucky and was able to have my baby. But I mean, these are things you have to think about. Now you really need to pre-plan. You really need to think. Like, because God forbid you need to take some sort of action and it's not available to you anymore. And this is what pisses me right off. It pisses me off. It makes me feel very washed out. You know, and it's not fair. It completely is not fair. It makes me angry. Makes me feel very angry. Like everything that we worked for is gone now. And it's not just women's rights. It is immigrant rights. It's all the rights. And yeah, I don't know. Cops, they do their purpose. Yeah, they have purpose in this world. But how do you think, as a brown person or a female, that's going to work out in your favor now? Like, I realize, you know, what I'm saying could get me in a lot of trouble. You know what? I don't care. I could be fired tomorrow for this. But I doubt anybody will. I mean, people at school, they don't take me seriously. I'm a substitute teacher, and I'm worried about the kids now. The same kids that are in their phones and are completely oblivious to the real world. They are in their phones so much now that you don't exist anymore as a teacher. You've got to tell them over and over in one class, please get off your phone, please get off your phone, please get off your phone. And now, as a substitute teacher, I realize that they're indoctrinating and dictating young children's lives by media. You go with whatever you want with this shit. Am I upset? Is Sunshine upset? You're freaking damn right I'm upset. Sit around, sat on your laurels, and there are some dumbass women who voted for the very person that was going to take away everything that they're so fucking proud to have. Women who say things like, I'm white, I'm perfect, I can't be wrong. You know, Karens. You legit gave these crazy bitches all of the fuel that they need. That they're right and you're wrong. And now you have to suck up to those crazy freaking haired women who judge you just by the look, whether you take your trash out or don't on the right day, I don't know, in their way at the grocery, Walmart, whatever. You've given them the right to frick with you no matter what, all times of the day. Because if you voted for Trump, that's exactly what you did. You just agreed. Am I completely wrong? I could be wrong. I could be completely wrong. I doubt it. But you know what? If you disagree with me, I could lose half of my subscribers. Whatever, stay the fuck away from me. Because I believe in women's rights, the women's right to choose, the women's right to their own reproductive health. Their means by, I don't know, hormone therapy, cancer therapy, mammograms, all the things dealing with a vagina. If you have a vagina, you should have sat there and thought about this shit, right? Am I right, girls? Am I right? Am I right? And if you're a guy and you're here and you're a nail tech, be prepared for this shit in your salon. Be prepared for women to be freaking angry and have nothing better to do to talk about it, because it's crazy and it's real. Never in my life have I ever thought that I would be talking about this shit right now. Never, ever, ever. I thought, well, I believed that everything was okay. Oh, God. I really believed that everything was okay. It's not okay. It's fucked up. Everything is messed up. Oh, maybe I won't even have a YouTube channel. Who knows? Who knows? Because the world is crazy now. I genuinely don't know what else to say. I came on here, I was pretty pissed off. I was angry. And now I'm just, I don't know. Is it despondent? I really do not know. I don't know what I'm feeling right now. How many of you don't know what you're feeling right now? Are you worried for your daughters? Are you worried, if your daughter is sexually active or something? Like, bro, they better have their, I don't know, time to overbuy the prophylactics or something. I don't know. I mean, as mothers, I think we should be afraid. And if you're not afraid and you're a Bible thumper and you think that in all forms having an abortion is a sin, wow. Well, you never think that, okay, I'm going to push things real far right now. A woman has an ectopic pregnancy, right? And the pregnancy is not viable. And you force that woman to give birth. And she dies because of it. Is that not murder? I'm sorry that I vented to you. And I'm sorry for some of the things I said that I have to say. But as an educator and as somebody who cares about women's rights and also everybody's rights, I'm super sensitive and I care about everybody. This has me feeling very off and very just worried. And if my words hurt you, I'm sorry. But I'm sure that I can't be the only woman out here scared to death right now. I can't be, right? Like, aren't you afraid? Or you're not afraid because it doesn't pertain to you? Or, I don't care if you give me hate speech. I really don't. Because at this point, it's all hate speech now. I just don't. Dude, the things that I am hearing from kids today or not hearing from them leads me to think that they're heavily planted into their phones. Their lives are dictated and social media, and many of them, they don't have a thought of their own anyway. And you know what? We allow this. So the first thing I would do, if you're a parent, start freaking nagging, start fucking talking, start giving them rules, regulations from the 1950s. What is it, 50s? Or is it the 40s? Oh my God. Okay, I don't historically know. Oh my God. Roe versus Wade. Anyway, we need to start teaching our women how to not have sex at all. Great. So this is my industrial nail set. It's all basically one tone, but I think it's pretty cool. This is out of anger. And I think it worked in my favor. I'm pretty pissed off right now. This is with the flash on. Pretty sexy, right? Don't get caught in the dark with these ones on. Oh my God, I can't believe I said that. Guys, thank you for joining me, and I'm really sorry, but this is our world today, and I know that my hands are messed up and all like that, but I really just wanted to talk to you guys and share my feelings. And if this resonates with you, don't forget to hit me up in the comments. You do have somebody that cares and loves you. Have a good night. Bye.